Welcome back. This week we are doing clouds. I tried to pick a rock picture that featured some clouds. This is the top of Whiteface Mountain in the summertime. So if you've ever been up to Whiteface, it's pretty tall peak in central New York. A great place to go skiing when there's actually snow and not ice. It gets its name, Ice Face. Anyway, while you're in New York, you might as well enjoy some of its splendor. And one of those really cool places is Whiteface. Anyway, you are doing the cloud journal this week. You are literally taking pictures of clouds and categorizing them. Okay. The directions are here. Let me, as always, share my screen. Okay. So I'm in the cloud folder, okay? And here are the directions. You are creating a presentation, okay? So presentation again, just like the constellations was a presentation. You can use Prezi, you can use Google Docs, okay? If you are a Mac person, we are not on the same platform. I am a PC person, okay? If you use a Mac and you submit a .pages document, it will not, it just doesn't open in Blackboard, period, okay? And I have no program on my computer, even when I download what you've submitted, I cannot read it. Blackboard can't read it. My PC can't read it. Mac is its own wonky Apple world, you know, specific to Apple users, which, you know, tomato, tomato, but I can't see your work. And if I can't see your work, I cannot grade it. So do not submit .pages. Please, if you are a Mac person, do not just like upload your file from your computer because my computer won't read it. You have to do a Google Doc. It's the only way that I have found in the past that it works. So upload your work into a Google Doc and submit me your Google Doc link. Make sure your Google Doc link is shareable, and then I will be able to grade your work. Now listen, if for some reason you submit work that I can't see or does not load, you will get a 0. Now, I don't mean that mean, because you're going to get a 0. And so when you go in and you see your lab and you're like, what the heck? I submitted work. Why did I have a 0? If you go to that lab in the comments section, it's going to say something to the effect of, hey, man, person, I can't read your stuff. I can't see it. It didn't load. Please resubmit it in a format that I can access. Something to that effect. Okay. Which means, so long as you resubmit your work, I will accept it without a point penalty because you originally tried to submit on time. Cool. Okay, that's my deal. Happens quite often, which is why I'm saying this. Okay, so I will always provide feedback if there is ever an issue with your work. So if you see a 0 come up for a grade and you're like, I know I did that, you know, go check it out. Probably something went wrong and you have an opportunity to fix that problem. Okay, so clouds. Here we go with your presentation. Now, you're going to review this. Okay, I would like your clouds in chronological order and on every single slide. Now, you need a minimum of 15. You can do more than that, but you need a minimum. You need the picture of the cloud. You need the type of cloud. Is it, is it a cirrus cloud? Is it a stratocumulus cloud? Is it a cumulonimbus cloud? What kind of cloud is your cloud? Okay. And then the time that you took the picture, the date of the day you took the picture, and the location. Where in the world were you? Hey, if you want to do it when you go on vacation, cool. Okay. That's fine. It doesn't have to be central New York. And in fact, if you don't step out of central New York too often and you are, plagued with perpetual overcast days for the week that you decided to work on this lab, because that does happen, okay? If you would like to use old pictures, I mean, we all have pictures, okay? If you would like to use old pictures, you can do that. And at a minimum, all right, at a last resort, you can use Google Photos of cloud pictures, okay? But don't go Googling like, you know, cumulonimbus cloud and then, you know, say, oh, here's a picture of a cube, because you didn't have to do anything to identify it, okay? If you're going to use someone else's photo in the ether of Google, okay, Google like something like cloud pictures that don't have a caption of what type of cloud it is, just pretty clouds, okay, or cloud scenery or something like that, where you have to actually identify the dang cloud. That's the whole point of this lab, identifying the cloud types, okay? And actually, even though we are, you know, we have many overcast days in central New York, we actually have some of the prettiest, puffiest clouds around, believe it or not. So you should be able to get some of your own original photos to identify your clouds. And then, of course, put it into your presentation, cloud name, time of day, date, location on the planet, 15 clouds, and that's it. That's what you're doing for this lab, okay? And you can submit it to the upload link here. Okay. This website helps you ID your clouds. And here are some examples of clouds. And then you are submitting it here. Now, you will notice when you download the directions and read them, that you also have to do a checklist. The checklist is just exactly as it sounds. It's just the list of clouds. So it's like a grid, like a spreadsheet. So slide number 1 is a cirrus cloud photographed at 7:15 p.m. on July 23rd in, you know, Watertown, New York. All that, just the information, not the picture. The presentation is all the pretty fancy, you know, stylized pictures. And then you submit to me, you know, an Excel spreadsheet or a Word table or whatever of just the list of your 15 different clouds. Now, listen, if you have multiple of the same clouds, please do not put them in the same row, because I need to see the date, the time, and the location. Okay, so you should have 15 minimum in your checklist. Okay, those 2 documents, both documents get uploaded into the assignment link for the cloud journal, and the checklist is 20% of this lab grade. So if you don't do the checklist, the best that you can get is an 80. That's everything we need to say about the cloud journal. Hope you all enjoy the rest of your week, and we'll see you in the next folder.